Lois Chilton, words fail me in describing my gratitude. You worked so hard for me all day long, and here you are tonight, staying late and helping me keep this wreck of an engagement party on the track.
This is a wreck?
You've missed all the worst of it by keeping to the kitchen. You have no idea. First of all, I worried that Mother would be my downfall, that she'd don a turban and start reading everyone's palms.
Well, Ma once dressed up as Mrs. Santa Claus. It was right after Papa died, and it was very distressing.
Why? It was Christmas after all.
Well, that's the distressing part. It wasn't Christmas, Diana. In fact, it was the Ides of March.
See? That right there. That's what I would expect of Mother. No, Mother came through. She wished Donovan and I a lifetime of happiness. It was a lovely toast, brief but warm, and she meant every word.
So what did happen?
Garnet happened.
Mr. Shackelford's mother?
The mother-in-law. Freshly arrived from Charleston and by my prayer only passing through. We haven't taken to one another in the last few days that she's been here. Then there's tonight, of course.
Well, what did she do?
Right after Mother finished her toast, and I do mean right after, Garnet demanded to see my engagement ring. In front of everyone, with not an ounce of shame. She seized hold of my hand like a jeweler on a house call.
I've seen her eyes, and I'm surprised you have any skin left on that hand.
After she assessed the ring that Donovan gave me, she stared me straight in the eye and said,
"My dear, one little ring can yield a lifetime of misery."
A woman speaking from experience.
I don't doubt that. And then there's Tom Dawson, who was invited primarily to pacify Mother, and now he's either not attending or will turn up at some dramatically inopportune moment.
Diana.
Lois.
Go have some of that gin Donovan had delivered and try to relax.
That's the best thing I've heard all night. I believe I will. Thanks, Lois.
Of course, Diana. You can count on me. All right, Lois. Here's your opportunity to get upstairs while everyone, especially Diana, is occupied. Here's to getting the goods on Donovan to help Tom prove his case and prevent Diana from marrying this strange man. I wonder where Tom is. I wonder if he's bringing someone. I wonder if I'm certifiably insane for coming upstairs to break into Donovan Shackelford's briefcase. Oh well. I'll have to thank Jake again for teaching me how to pick a lock. What are brothers for?
Annex, the continuing story of a peculiar bend in the avenue. Traffic goes north, traffic goes south. The streetcar runs between. And all we can do is try to keep up. Remind me of that which has been determined thus far, regarding wedding arrangements. I'm afraid my son has been a bit vague and rather tragically, he's too old for a confession captured through torture. As I told you, I'll hold the entire undertaking right here at my home and Diana's. The children agreed, and the matter is quite settled. I suppose a home ceremony is best under the circumstances. What circumstances, Garnet? This is Diana's second marriage, after all, is it not? I'll defer comment and answer the door.
Well, who could that be?
A late arrival?
Why, it's neighbour Tom Dawson. Come in, Tom. And a friend.
Jane Pembroke, this is my escort for the evening, Miss Helen Kidwell.
Good grief.
Oh, dear.
Now, this is the bride-to-be, Diana Putnam, and that's her mother, Jane Pembroke. And peering at me waspishly, spectacles gleaming, that's Diana's soon-to-be mother-in-law, Garnet Shackelford. Mr. Shackelford, of course. You already know as a business associate.
Good evening, Mr. Shackelford.
Evening, Miss Kidwell.
Welcome. I'm pleased to have you both here. Better late than never, isn't that what they say? Where's Nancy this evening?
At a school dance, believe it or not.
Did she indeed go with Jake Chilton?
Long story, Jane.
With Nancy, it's usually a long story.
Well, you see, Nancy agreed to go with some fellow named Virgil. She seemed less than thrilled, and it was plainly because the only young man she wanted to go with to the dance was Jake. Well, luckily, Lois intervened.
I don't know any of these people are. I don't know who they are. Oh, what did Lois do?
She talked some sense into her brother, and Jake asked Nancy to the Christmas dance, and she accepted. And Virgil was able to find himself another date on fairly short notice.
Then it all worked out neatly, did it not? Did Virgil find a nice girl?
No. He found Mamie von Twitcham.
With a name like that.
Do you approve, Tom, of Jake Chilton for your Nancy? He does meet your exacting standards.
Oh, greatly. And then some.
Deliver us from Chilton trash.
Keep your mouth shut, darling. Is it true that Mrs. Olivia Chilton is among the dance chaperones? I mourn her absence this evening, but they are certainly in firm hands, our young people this evening.
Dawson, exactly what is your acquaintance with my employee?
Well, Helen and I have gotten to know one another of late.
Oh, Helen, is it? I'm going outside for some air.
Everyone else, the beautiful people, are downstairs having a wonderful time, and poor old Lois is skulking around and picking briefcase locks. What if I'm caught? They'll take me out and shoot me. And for what? It was sheer luck that Donovan came straight to his engagement party from the office. It was skill that got the case open. Here's an appointment book. Let's see. December 1916, this week. Odd. Something's folded up between the appointment book pages for this very week. It's an advertisement torn from a newspaper, and it's for none other than the Pembroke Lilac Sanctuary. Plant Pembroke's lilacs. Something else, too. A card with the contact information for a land survey company. And here I thought I'd find love letters.
Your home is so very elegant.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad we have a moment to ourselves. I've wanted to meet you.
We have met.
Yes, of course. But you were working, and I was most usually passing through Donovan's office.
And now?
I suppose I'm fascinated by you.
Is that so?
Isn't it natural? I'm sure you must have some curiosity of me.
You'd be wrong. May I call you Diana? Given the odd triangle formed by you, Donovan, and myself.
Very well. Helen?
Diana, think of me as Tom Dawson's companion for the evening, not as Donovan's secretary, unless that offends equally. If it does, that's your problem, not mine. I'm off to freshen up. I'd like to look my best after that long streetcar ride out here.
Mrs. Shackelford, how was your journey west?
Lengthy.
Don't lurk there, Hell. I see you.
I've finally met Diana.
Well, you two have met before.
Not until tonight. We hadn't. Not really.
You want to give me an explanation for why you're suddenly taking up with that pestilent Tom Dawson of all people?
An explanation? You want an explanation from me, Donovan. okay. He's a nice guy, he's available, he's even kind of cute and all. But more importantly, he's helping me teach you, mister, to stop taking me for granted.
Helen, what do you want from me?
Nix the nuptials.
I can't nix the nuptials, and you know I can't. Diana remains central to our entire operation here in Harborview. Damn it all to hell.
Say more about our operation. Donovan, who are you really working for?
Because I do care about you. You need not know more, for your own health and continued prosperity. Besides, nothing changes, even after the marriage.
Is that a riddle of some sort? I don't do riddles.
You underestimate me. I have a scheme, you see. It just so happens that I own a little cottage recently improved and on the Woodbury streetcar line, very close by.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. Right over there.
Lois, old girl, I think it may be time to cry quits. This briefcase has been thoroughly searched, and aside from Donovan's appointment book and that Pembroke advertisement and the survey contact, Wait. There's a false lining inside this briefcase and a catch right here. There we go. Another file. Oh my. This is a prospectus for something called Oak Park. Some sort of land development? A big one. Residential homes. Here's a map of this stretch of Delaney and East. Does that dunce mean to put houses atop the halfway dairy? Or the lilac sanctuary as marked here on this map?
Lois, what are you doing with Mr. Shackelford's briefcase?
Diana. I'm sorry.
Helen, there you are.
Tom, please drive me home in your car. I feel too ill to take the streetcar.
Right now?
I'm ill, Tom. Take me home.
All right, then.
Well, there you go, Dawson. You've made the poor girl sick. She'll likely lose a day's wage. I'll lose a day's work. All for your ego. Next time, man, just hire someone.
Until now, from respect for Diana and her family, I at least attempted to conceal my contempt for you. Those days are over.
Oh, spare me your newsman's theatrics. Spare us all.
You will receive your final wages by mail, and you will kindly refrain from requesting a reference.
Diana, I'm...
Go home, Lois Chilton. I trusted you.
Diana, if I may, fetch our coats, please. Now.
And I warn you, Tom Dawson, against printing any kind of embroidery about my background or intentions or business practices. You can expect a lawsuit to end all lawsuits.
I've been in the kitchen. I mean, what's all this?
Jane, I apologize for Donovan's lousy behavior.
You need not attend the wedding. The last thing Diana needs on her day is some lovesick admirer running around.
Good heavens, where are those coats?
Diana's gone to fetch them.
It may take me years, but I am going to bring you down.
Shame on you, Tom Dawson, for this display. Here are your coats. Take them and go, and don't return to my door.
You've got it, Diana. And I wish you luck with that bastard, because you are going to need it.
Charmed.
Donovan? Mother? What kind of engagement party is this?